Toad leather.
Oh yeah.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? General 315 here, back again, another sneaker review video for y'all. And today, man, I finally gave in and just decided to go ahead and get the Off-White Chicago collaboration, just to have it in the collection, just to put it on the channel. I had a gifter hit me up on Instagram, and they hit me up and asked me if I could do a review for them, and I said, what could I review? Like, I've reviewed so much, I still have so much to review, and I just said, you know what? Go ahead and send me those Off-White Chicagos. Pretty dope shoe. There are some things that I don't like about the shoe, but ultimately, the shoe is dope. Virgil knew what he was doing when he made this shoe. Super clean. But before I get started and breaking all of that down, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, comment down below, let me know what you guys think. Go ahead and follow me over on IG for all the latest and greatest updates, things I'll be doing, things I'll be reviewing. Go ahead and check my Reels page out as well. I got a lot of shoes up there, just a little tidbit of information about the shoe. Got that up there. Follow me on that TikTok. I haven't posted in a while, but I will get back to it. And make sure you guys follow the Discord. Go to the link in the description of the video, hit that Discord button, and follow the Discord. Now, guys, just remember my reviews are for educational purposes only. This is a UA shoe. It's not the retail. I'm just showing you guys the details of the shoe, just showing you guys that there's options out there. If you guys want the retail shoe, you can go on StockX and go. I will put the prices and everything on the screen. I'm telling you, these things are going for a pretty penny. I really don't understand how these shoes go for so much money. I mean, $8,500 is absolutely crazy to me, but that's nothing compared to the European pair, the all-white pair. I'm gonna put that on the screen so you guys can see that. It's like $14,000 just for a size 10.5. That's crazy. Who's gonna pay $14,000? And on the flip side of that, you do have a more affordable one, which I have done a review of before, is the UNC pair, which I think is going for about $2,500 in my size, which is a 10.5. Either way, I don't care how much. Anything over retail price is too much, in my opinion. That's just me, but whatever. So let's just jump into the shoe. It came with a lot. I did a little unboxing in the beginning. I did a little fast forward video right there in the beginning for y'all. Here's a set of laces that come with. They come with 3 sets. You got the green, which I think looks the best in the shoe besides the black. I do like the white, of course. In the orange, I'm not really a fan of, but I can see why they did the orange as well. Not my cup of tea. I do like the green though. I like the green and I like the black. So let's just break into the shoe real quick. We have the Off-White Chicago in that very, very nice Virgil Abloh design. He did a very, very good job. Now, don't quote me on all the little details of the shoe. I can really just show you, you got your flaps here, you got those loose pieces, you got this here, got those loose pieces up there. I'm not really a fan of this right here with the hanging ankle collar. I'm not really with this. I don't like stuff flapping around. It looks kind of sloppy to me. So I laced them up differently. I do like this is cleaner to me. Just having it all laced up nice and pristine and clean, that looks better to me than this does. But I see, if people want it to be like this and be all worn down and cut up and all of that, then I do understand that. I do like the Nike swoosh. It's not too big. It is stitched very well. You got some good stitching there. This looks good here. Nice suede here. Now, you're going to get a lot of different variations of these shoes. You know what I'm saying? I can really only show you what I have. I'm not an expert on off-white sneakers, but what I can say about this particular shoe is that the toe box and the mid panel on the UNC version had that ballistic mesh. That ballistic mesh on the toe box is not here. That ballistic mesh is on the UNC pair. And I did bring the UNC pair out for you guys to see right here, just as a reference. Now, if you guys can see this, you guys can see that this is that ballistic mesh. You see all those little diamonds? That's the same material that's on the Off-White 5s. This mesh material right here is underneath this like nylon, muslin type of material, whatever you want to call that material. It's underneath that. The only problem with the Chicagos is that this mesh material gets really dirty, almost like a sock. And I just don't like the way it looks. It looks filthy, it looks nasty, it looks dirty. Whereas on this one, I feel like they perfected it and they actually put that nice material right there over that mesh material, and it's kind of like protectant. And I think these ones came out, the UNC pair came out after the Chicago pair, so they had some time to actually perfect and see that that was somewhere that they possibly needed to reinforce the design. So I think that that's what they ultimately did with the Chicago pair, and that was the difference between these two pairs, and that's why I like the UNC pair a lot more. Heel of the shoe looks pretty good. I think one other thing that you're gonna have to look for when you look at these off-white shoes is the perforations and the ghost stitching. You wanna make sure there's actually some perforations. A lot of people don't have those perforations, and you have to make sure that is there. If it's not there, then chances are you didn't get a good batch. That's definitely another thing that you wanna look out for. Zip tie looks pretty good. Looks the same as me, same as all the other zip ties. Personally, I take these things off. I never leave them on. Like I said, I don't like things flapping around when I'm walking around. I do like the air. Do I know if it's lined up correctly? It could be, it may be, it may not be. All these shoes are different. Nothing is really the same. You guys got to make sure you guys remember that. Nothing is really the same with these shoes. Everything is going to be different. There's going to be little variations in everything. The leather is actually pretty good. It's nice and soft leather. It's definitely comparable to the UNC pair that I just pulled up. Is this lined up? I'm not sure. You know, don't quote me. I couldn't tell you if it's lined up or not. It definitely looks good to me. But do I know if it's perfectly in the spot and the right font and all of that stuff? What I do know is the lettering needs to have these little marks where it's kind of like slid off a little bit. And this looks a little too clean to me. It almost looks too clean. There's no like real streaks. It's almost like a smudge or a smear that's supposed to be showing on those lettering. And I can kind of see it, but not a lot. So that might be something that bothers you, but it really doesn't bother me at all. A lot of people don't even have these, and 9 out of 10 times, even if they have a retail pair for $8,500, you're not gonna wear this thing. Another tag that I thought was kind of interesting that Virgil put on the shoe was the Made in China tag. I thought that that was kind of crazy that he actually left this tag on the shoe. It was kind of like trolling a little bit, almost like Virgil had this amazing way of taking knockoff shoes or designs from knockoff shoes in the 90s and the early 2000s and actually making them legitimate designs and putting them on the market, and putting tags like this on the shoe where it says made in China, fabric, blah, blah, blah. I think that's actually kind of funny. I like the Nike Air tag on the side. I think that looks pretty good. All the shoelaces, they do say shoelaces on them, and I think that's pretty cool. There is the internals of the shoe. Looks pretty good. Standard shoe tree is in there, and there is a sizing tag right there. So if I had to rate the shoe on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give this one a solid 7.5. It's not because I don't like the shoe, it's because it doesn't have the ballistic mesh. If it had the ballistic mesh, I definitely would hike that up to about maybe an 8.5, maybe a 9-ish, somewhere in that region. But because it doesn't have that ballistic mesh, I'm just not a fan. I've seen the pictures of how slimy and grimy the toe box gets, and I'm just not a fan of it at all. So 7.5, 8, somewhere in that range for me. Materials used, very good, has very nice leather on it. No complaints there. So I hope this review was informative for you guys. I want to jump into this on foot. You guys stay humble, you guys stay blessed, and I'll see you on the next one. Deuces. Yo, what's good, what's good? Still outside. I'm out here bringing this one to y'all right here. We have the Jordan 1 Chicago off-white joint. Very, very clean. I do like this one still, but I'm not so much a fan of it as I am of the UNC pair, primarily because of that toe box we talked about in the video. I'm not gonna talk too long about it. We're gonna get into the on-foot. Definitely a dope shoe, dope colorway. I do like the way they did this one. It looks really, really nice. So let's jump into this on-foot, and let's get to this next video. Deuce.